Hi everyone, this is Raul, Patrick, and Christian for our meeting on TakeMeAway. Um, see, you guys were busy working on that, solving that issue with the menu item in the menu creation.
Yeah, with that bug
Hmm.
that
Um,
we found a solution, but I'm not sure if that's the best one.
yeah, I see there was quite a long discussion after that. So, what does this? Are we doing some more work on this, or I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you guys have any other suggestions. Feel free to comment. I'm not sure what else to do.
There was one other suggestion made by Thomas Christian in terms of how to set the menu items menu join record
Was there?
using the association nomenclature rather than do menu item menu create. I don't think we tried that. Yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah, but that one will not add the daily stock, right?
That
So
is true. Yeah.
the menu. Yeah, that line will create also a menu items menu
Without a
without
daily stock.
without the daily stock. Remember we tried that
Yeah, you're right.
and the validation failed. Yeah.
Okay, so which mean right now this is whatever you guys did right now is the only um, working solution for the time being.
Well, yeah, well that fixture step that's not very important here. The problem is that if you move up, go to the top, we had to remove that validation entirely. Where is it? Go to the code there.
This one.
Validate, yeah, menu present. So from the menu items menu, the menu present validation is removed. And why we remove that is because well, it looks like ActiveAdmin is trying to create the menu and the menu items menu at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It can't create the menu items menu without a menu ID.
Without the menu ID. Yeah,
Yeah, and it gives a validation error. But if you remove this, it's creating everything fine.
I see.
So yeah, and why we decided to remove it, to just remove it, is because every time you create a menu items menu, you create it from the menu, so you
Mm-hmm.
always have a menu,
Yeah.
or create one when you're creating it. But you never create a menu items menu without a menu.
Although, and it does look like ActiveAdmin is doing that in reverse. That's the problem we encountered. It's trying to create menu items menu before it
It
creates and
creates
saves
the
the
menu.
menu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a chicken and egg type thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Right.
And we can't change ActiveAdmin's logic. Well, maybe we could if we hacked the
But
controller or something, but
yeah, well, that's an option. We could just add a custom create action in the ActiveAdmin, and we can decide how to create this menu
we
and
could
menu item.
override. Yeah, we could override
Yeah,
the parent. You're
yeah,
right.
yeah. That would be
That
enough.
may be. Sorry,
Yeah,
Christian. Go.
yeah, that would be an option, but I didn't do that approach because I didn't want to do too many changes.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if the amount of work that would entail is worth it, given the relative lack of importance of this particular hack, for want of a better term. It's not pretty, but you know, it's a test. It doesn't have to
yeah.
necessarily be pretty.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'd say,
Um,
given that we're running out of time, Raul, to get this thing wrapped up, all of us want to kind of put this in production. It's probably not worth spending time on it.
Yeah, I'll hope this will not bite us in the future.
I'm hoping so too. Okay. Um, I'll see if I'll give this another maybe night. Maybe if Thomas will have time to have a look. Maybe if he has a better alternative to that. Then if not, I think I'll just we'll just continue with this like that for now. Like,
Yep. Okay.
so the next one was the fix about the random spec failures. Okay, so this was a good fix, but in future, what would be nice is before we make a fix like that, that we create a bug entry into Pivotal Tracker, so that we can like keep track of what's happening. Why is it that I mean, we need to like know what
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
causing the
right.
bugs and all that,
Yeah,
So
yeah, you're right. Well, let me create that right now.
okay. So, but yeah, was sorry, was this pull request dependent on the previous one?
No, no, this is independent.
This was a separate one.
It does depend upon the pull request that I think you implemented last night or today, Raul, for the notification email. I think you put, yeah, you implemented.
I
I
already
don't.
merged the PR about the notification.
Yeah, so we're good on that.
Okay. I think I merged it too quick because there was a comment about this application YAML file, but you only worked on this today. Right.
Well, it wasn't so much that I had to fix. Well, there's some boilerplate comments that came with the gem when it creates the file, which I had kept in there. I forgot to delete them. So that was Kristen's comment. I did remove those comments.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that this PR is failing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
see
did.
that.
So
And
what?
this,
So
sorry.
just what I did there, as you can see, is that I removed application.yaml from Git. As Christian pointed out, it was in Git. It was in there before I added it to Git ignore. And as a result, the specs that invoke the notification mail functionality are now failing because there's no application YAML file.
Exactly, yeah.
So this is a dilemma we have.
So how to fix it?
I don't. This is going to be a problem in GitHub. Excuse me. Unless we can somehow inject a file into the directory that it's using for these tests without having that file have to be in Git, but I doubt if we can do that. Do you know if there's any such way?
Yeah, if it's not in Git.
The other way to do it is just put an application.yaml file in Git. Make sure it contains just the items needed for our spec and feature testing to work. I think they're just our specs actually that fail. And then,
So what
the problem is that
what are
people.
the parameters that it?
Okay, sorry. Go back to the file.
But this is
Is it this one?
for sending emails, right?
Yes, exactly. I think.
Yes.
And
I believe.
don't you get from Heroku? Don't you get a username and password that's only for testing? Like you get in Stripe and others.
That's what I was getting at. Like,
You mean from SendGrid?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of. They only give you one account, one set of credentials for it. I believe that all I need, though, is order receipt from email, that particular parameter. I don't think I need the SMTP parameters for, because of course in tests no emails are actually being sent. But I'd have to test that.
Isn't it possible to like put this email in the test himself? I don't know. Hello?
Yeah, I could.
You could do that. Is it possible? I mean, just for the test.
So what happens is that we're pulling emails, both to email, the email we're sending the
Mm-hmm.
notification to the customer, and the email notifications that are going to the kitchen, the client. Those are all coming from the database. So
Yes.
that's what the test is relying upon. And if there are no records to pull emails from, then we use this default order receipt from email.
Mhm.
Let me look at that then. I may be able to put a minimum amount of information in application YAML. The danger, of course, is that we forget that's the case and somehow we enter.
I think I have an idea.
Yeah, go ahead.
How about if we put the application YAML back and put it without the password? And for the password, you just add an environment variable. And when you start the test, you just add the variable there in semaphore.
Yeah, I could actually create these, maybe create these environment variable in semaphore. Um, then we don't have to put the application YAML file.
That's an idea. I like that idea. Yeah, I'm leery of putting application YAML in Git because we're going to forget and put production stuff in there at one point.
Yeah.
Um, who knows?
Yeah. Oh,
I tell you what, let me do a little testing and determine the minimum that we need. Um, if you want to actually test in development, you need the SMTP parameters.
yeah, it's fine. I can create those in those environment variables here, and then during the test it will pull them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what I need to do if we need those. Yeah.
So what I'm using to grab the environmentals is capital ENV square brackets.
Mm-hmm.
Is that standard Ruby or is that a Figaro gem edition?
I
I
think
think.
it's standard Ruby.
That's what I thought too. In which case your idea would work, Raul.
Okay. Cool. I'll create these environment variables and run them there.
Well, actually, don't use those. I've changed my password for
Okay.
SendGrid.
Fine. I can create another one and then just use that. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you want to do that, or do you just want me to? Okay, you want to create your own SendGrid account?
I could do that.
Yeah, I think it's better if we all create our own.
Yeah, it might be more secure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Than people have
I'll
other
do it
people.
after this meeting. I'll create one and then just put them there. Do I also need to put this order receipt in the environment variables?
You should just to be safe.
Okay. I'll do that and then I'll run the test again. Okay.
Perfect. Can you get around to merging this particular PR pretty quickly? I need to get application YAML out of GitHub.
Mm-hmm.
The guys at SendGrid sent me email saying they've found these credentials on GitHub, and that's not what they like to see because you're subject to being hacked.
Yeah,
Okay.
really? They found that.
Yeah, they
How?
did. These guys are pretty good. I don't know. Googling and searching. I don't know how they. I was impressed. I was very impressed. But anyway,
Well,
Okay.
the thing is that if you go to your older commits, your 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 application YAML file will still be there, right?
Yeah, it will still be there.
If
I
you
think
go
the one
go
the
to commit,
uh commit
yeah, and go to an older one.
this one.
No, the fourth one, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Or where was this file created? This is different. Okay, this is good.
Maybe I should go to the full commit.
yeah, you're right. How do so we have to completely delete it in all its history from Git.
Okay. Does anybody know how to do that?
Oh, I was just
Well,
going to ask that.
yeah, I think if you do a git reset and move to the commit that needs to be changed, and you make the change, and then you reset back to the last one, it might work. So git reset what's doing, you can jump to any commit to make it the current commit, and then you make the change, and then you do git commit minus minus amend, so it will change the actual commit. It will not create a new one.
But then, isn't that gonna mess up with the whole Git history thingy? Because I know it will change the.
Well, I'm not sure, but probably because it's only this file. Maybe it will be some conflict when you merge back, but when you jump back to the last commit, but I'm not sure. I never tried that.
Okay, what I'll do is before we get into that, I'll make some research about that and see what's the best way to handle this, right? But I think now that I'm sure you deleted those credentials already, Patrick. So.
Yep.
Or wait, I have another better idea. So this PR wasn't merged, right? This branch.
I haven't merged the
Okay.
pull request.
Yeah. So before you merge it, you can squash all the commits into one, right? And it will only be one commit, and it will be the last one, and the commits between.
But then the problem is the file is already in the Git commit history. We already have that merge somewhere.
Oh, you have it in the develop.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then just change the password then.
Yeah. So I think he already deleted the password anyway, the API key. So I don't know. We could find a way to maybe pull it completely from the history.
Yeah, but if it's in the develop, it's sensitive. It could mess up.
Yeah, it might mess up a few things there. So
there is an article on GitHub about removing so-called sensitive data that talks about removing all the history.
Yeah, there are options how to do that, but then you have to do git push force minus f origin develop. So you're forcing the push on develop.
yeah, because it rewrites the whole history.
Exactly, and that's I don't like that.
Well, they said GitHub says that you should use a tool called git filter -branch. I'm just looking at this now, so maybe there's something here that can help us.
I'm not familiar with that.
Okay.
Seems like a common, I would imagine it's a common problem on GitHub, so they have this helpful page here.
Yeah, I just copied the link you sent on the chat.
Well, at least
I'll go through that article.
Yeah, at least when we are doing this, we should back up the development. Then nothing can go wrong.
We should?
We should back up the develop.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but then this should not be a one-man's job. We should all agree to do this first, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'll go through the article and then we'll decide. Yeah.
Now the password in the old history, of course, is useless because it's been changed. But even so, just as a general principle, it'd be good to get it out of there.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Something to keep in mind for future.
Yeah, and if it turns out to be a real nightmare role, we can just live with it. But again, the password is obsolete. But hopefully, it's not that big of a deal.
It's obsolete already.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll create my own account and then I'll set up the environment variable and rerun the test right after this meeting so that you can continue working. As I believe it's blocking you right now, right? Is it blocking you?
No, it's not blocking me. When you do that, though, will those environmentals be available to everybody on GitHub?
It will be available on my build system here on Semaphore only.
Okay. Okay.
So, so what if somebody needs to run the test locally, maybe just like I did with the Cloudinary file, you can pass it along to someone, then they can use it just for testing purpose.
Yep. Okay. Well, I think, as you had suggested,
So,
I think it makes sense for everybody to get their own Send hub, because I'm leery of having my name and password credentials for SendGrid being passed around. I think it'd be better if everybody got their own SendGrid account.
Also, we should add this to the README file, so new people new
yeah,
people
that
know what
everyone
to
should create
do when
a
they.
SendGrid account. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
and also for this,
Okay.
and also for Cloudinary.
Guess it's the same issue. I was having trouble with testing yesterday because of Cloudinary problems.
Yeah.
Oh, the core. Cool. So shall we then move to something else with that issue right now?
Yep.
Okay. What else do we need to discuss?
Getting back to the pull
Sorry, say
request.
again, Christian.
Hmm.
Yes.
Sorry. So getting back to the pull request, given what we just said, are you going to hold off on that pull request at the top of the list we're looking at, or do you want to go ahead
This
and?
one.
Yeah.
As soon as I fix I'll take care of that now. Once the tests are passing, I'll merge that in.
Okay.
Because it removes the application YAML.
Yes, it does. Could you just? I don't know if I'll see that come through on the CI channel, but if not, could you just private message me that you did so? Then I'll get back to SendGrid and at least let them know that it's now the top of the commit stack.
Okay. I will do that. Okay.
Thank you.
Great. So I've added another story today that I'll probably be looking at that. So all the confirmation messages on the front end when the order is created, if it failed or if it was successful. This is what the story is about. Okay.
Hey, Ro, what's our official position on testing the front end? As we know, we haven't officially tried to test it and treat it as an official deliverable, but it seems like we're kind of backing ourselves into that status. What do you guys think?
Okay. Look, I'm planning to go back and write test, but right now I have so much going on my side here that I'm not sure I'll have time to take a look at it like in the next days or so.
Sure.
So the frameworks are already in place. I have. I'm just gonna quickly show you here. I have a few. So these are the unit tests for controllers and services in Angular. All of that is in place, so anybody should be able to write tests with that. Okay. I also managed to set up the acceptance test with Cucumber, and I have a sample definition here for homepage feature. So it's just like Cucumber, like normal feature we have with Cucumber. Okay. So we write these, and then you need to write the step definitions. So here is some of them. Definitions for for those two,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, good.
So I think this base should allow anybody to, try and dig around and see if they can write test for the front end.
Hmm.
I would love to do that, but I just have so much on my plate right now. I
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
be able to get that done in the next. Yeah.
Raul,
Okay.
what
So if Christian, if you have time, maybe you can. Sorry.
I wanted to ask, what's that you're using to get the tree of the GitHub, the files and folders?
Oh, this plugin.
Oh, it's a plugin for Chrome.
Let me just check it. Yeah, it's a Chrome plugin. I'm just gonna.
Oh, cool. I want that.
Name this. Okay, I'll give you the name just now. Hopefully, I remember what it is. Yeah, Octo 3.
Octo.
Okay. Um,
Oh, nice. Cool. Thanks.
cool. Well, you're the second person I showed something on GitHub today. Well, related to GitHub today.
Yeah, very
First was
useful.
Thomas with the checkbox in the comments.
Oh yeah, that one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like that works in
Okay.
Safari too.
The Octo.
Yep, I believe so.
Yeah, Octotree seems to be in Safari as well. That's great.
Yeah.
So what are the secrets of
It's a
GitHub?
pretty handy tool.
What are the secrets have you been keeping to yourself
Hey?
regarding GitHub?
Yeah, we should pick your brain.
Well, don't worry, they will unveil it. They will unveil themselves as we move on.
One at a time.
Okay. Yeah, one at a time. Okay, let's quickly vote on this. Then, if we have some time, we can discuss on the comment you made today regarding what was that? The status, I think.
It's third from the top there.
Um,
No, the one above that. The
this
one
one.
above that.
Yes. Okay. It's this one.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Cool. But first, let's vote on this one. So as I said, this is because right now, first of all, well, I thought I implemented it. I know for sure there's a method for that, but the code is not getting cleared after we create the order. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, that's what we need to take care of on this particular story, making sure that the code is clear and displaying a message to confirm that the order was actually placed. Yeah, I do clear the basket, and then I redirect to the home page. What happens?
Order create.
This is weird. Well, in success, it should do this. It should execute this function.
Mm-hmm.
Locally manual testing, it worked. Clearly on production, it doesn't work.
New
Okay.
order. What's that new order? It's a function.
So order is a service that I created.
Yeah, we have scope.newOrder equals new order. What's new order?
Where is that? Let me go back to
there.
where.
line. I can see.
This one.
The next one. The
This one.
34. 34. You see, you have new order there. What's that new order? Yeah, or 33.
So this is the object that get returned by the request.
Oh, it's an object.
Yeah.
So it's not.
You see, when I call the service there, it returns an object to me which holds the promise.
Yeah. I see. Yeah.
Right. Then I use that object to run all of these.
And do you have access to the basket there?
Access to
the basket.
To the basket, yes, I do have access. Remember, we have a basket service which we can access globally.
So
and
basket. Yeah.
And then right there, I've added a clear function, which does just that: clears the basket and then set the count to 0. So yeah, I don't know why it's not working in production. I didn't get time today to investigate it further, but yeah, I'll take a look at it when working on this again.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's that, and yeah, obviously we need to display those messages. So shall we vote on this?
Yeah. Well.
Is there any question?
This is a bug fix, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So should we vote on a bug fix?
Okay. Yeah, maybe I should just mark this as a bug then. Make things simple here.
Yeah, I think so. Because you can't know how long it will take to fix it.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Then no need to vote on this. Okay. Let's put this here. Alright, cool. So there it is. Next thing is, okay, the other day we were trying to, oh, okay, cool. Let me not get ahead of myself here. This is the thing. The story was about adding status attribute to menu item. As an admin, in order to simplify my menu creation workflow when I manage products, I would like to be able to set active or disabled flag on each instance. Okay. So Patrick, you said that
on each menu item, right?
Yes, for each menu item. So yes, we can't delete the items because it needs to be able to use them later on for reporting. We probably just gonna have a flag saying that okay, it was removed or something, but we actually don't delete the entry in the database, right?
Yeah, well, a menu item can go. Getting a bad echo there.
Excuse me?
I'm getting a bad echo. Oh, that's better now. So a menu item can go inactive, which means it stays in the database. It stays in the database, but you can't put it on a menu. It can't be sold while it's inactive.
Yes.
It stays in the menu for two reasons. One is the client may want to put it back to active. He may have seasonal items that he only sells, say, in the summer, so they go inactive for the rest of the year. The other reason is, as noted here, he have sold that item in the past, and he wants to be able to run sales reports and pick up that item. So we have to leave it in the database for that purpose.
Okay. So objective.
So really, I think this feature is ready to go in terms of start working. What I want to do, though, the only conflict that occurs to me so far, or a question is, if, let's say the client goes in and sets a particular menu item, tries to set a menu item to inactive, and that menu item is in a current or a future menu that he's created. Now, that presents a conflict because when he sets it inactive, you're not supposed to be selling it at all. But he's got menus out there that use that menu item. So what I want to do is I want to have a validation that says, sorry, I can't delete them. I can't set the inactive flag for this menu item because it's part of, future or current menu.
Yeah.
And then so he has to stop that, and he edits, finds the menus that contain that item, removes that item from the menus, and goes back, and now he can set the menu item to inactive. That's the way I'd like to make it work, make it nice and simple, but just want to make sure everybody's comfortable with that.
Yeah, I agree with you, but make sure you only check the menus that are after the current date, right?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me, so I think that logic should be good to go.
Okay. All right, that's it then.
Do you want to discuss this with the client first?
I don't think so. I think if we just give him reasonable logic, he'll be fine with it. And what we're talking about is very reasonable.
Yeah. So, like, really, I don't see any problems with this. If I think you can start working on this right now.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Was there anything else that we needed to? How are you guys doing on the payment, Christian? Did you guys made some work on that?
I know Sampriti did something on the back end. I'm about to start on the front end. Just having some problems with the database here, so I need to clear up the things. But I'll figure it out.
Okay. All right.
So
cool.
Hopefully I'll have something
Awesome.
tomorrow.
So I just gave okay, cool. I gave a brief of the state of things to the client today via email. So I think hopefully let's see how far we get this week. Maybe next week we'll be able to have something to show him, right? So I'm hoping. Yeah.
I want to say that next week I will not be available out in away, so I'm not sure. Probably would be best if we could finish the payment this week. If not, maybe somebody can.
That would be awesome.
If not, then we'll have to wait for a week.
Well, we'll see how that goes. If just do whatever you can. Maybe we can take it from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have enough time to finish it. Just I need the reviews and everything to be sure it's all good.
Okay. Cool. Not a problem.
Roll for the client.
Is there anything?
Yeah, sorry. So on the client meeting, did you tell him that we'd like to know if he wants to have the customer be able to reply to order notification emails and where that reply should go?
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about the customer being able to reply. Okay. Let me just take a note on that. So you want to know if the email if the customer needs to reply to notification they receive, right?
Yes.
And if so, to which email should they reply to? Okay, cool.
It really comes down to the default from email, from address for the email that goes to the customer. We could do a no reply on that address, or to me, his business relationship with his customers, I think he'd want the customer to be able to reply back in case there's a mistake or whatever, but it's up to him. You know, he wants to have a dialogue with his customers. He doesn't want to just be a faceless presence. You know, the customer might respond back and say, can you add a little extra, you know, curry to that particular dish or something? I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I'll ask him. Okay.
Is he also going to show up prepared to talk about his reporting requirements? Because I think he's going to have to do some work on that.
I mentioned that. I mentioned that in the email. I said that at the next meeting we need to discuss about the reporting. So we need to get requirements from him and all that. So
okay, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool stuff. Then that's it for today, right? Okay.
That's all for me.
We'll be in touch on Slack during the week. Okay.
Sure.
Sounds good.
You guys have a good evening, and we'll talk. Okay.
Talk
Cheerio.
You too.
Take care,
Okay.
guys.
Bye, guys.